Hey, everybody, welcome. How are you this evening? We are the Geek and I, Jeff and John here. Uh, Wanted to do something kind of akin to what we did last week. Last week, we counted down the top our favorite Christmas movies and such. And this week, I thought it would be pretty cool because where I am, the town that I'm in, is getting a brand new arcade, and I'm hoping they open up within the next month and a half. It's called Glitches Arcade. It's in Sherman, Texas. They are building it right now. I cannot wait to have an arcade right around the corner with the classic video games. And so tonight we're going to do what I call a bracket fight, and we're gonna go back to the '80s for when Jeff and I were kids, or I was a kid and Jeff was a teenager, and we're gonna see which arcade game from the 1980s comes out on top and takes the crown for best game of the '80s. What are your predictions, Jeff? Not knowing who and what games are on the board, not knowing because you haven't seen the game board yet, and a game that you like might be left off the list. So,
What?
yeah, I don't know what's on there either. So, we're gonna duke it out. We're gonna choose which arcade game is top for us, and hopefully it's something that we have heard of. I mean, I guess it would have to be something we've heard of if we're choosing the winners of the battle. But if you are watching and want to get it in on the action and discussion, you can leave us a comment, and we will see what your thoughts are. But before we get started, Jeff, how have you been this week?
Doing cool, man. Just
What have
playing
you
video
been
games.
doing? What have you been doing for the week?
Well, outside of normal, I've been playing a lot of this. And this kind of coincides a little bit about what we're going to talk about tonight. I don't know if you can see that. Probably get the glare off, but Atari. We have to, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, have to thank Nolan Bushnell. Him and I think his name is Tony Danley. Back in '71, there was a little game called Space Command. No, Computer Space. And of course, Nolan came up with Pong, and that's how it all started with the arcades.
So that's Pong was the first game in the arcade. It wasn't just something on that you plugged into your TV that came after.
Yeah. Before it, the very first thing, and what's cool about this little setup from the Atari 50 is that not only you get to play classic arcade games, and of course the original 2600, 78, Jaguar, and all that, you get to here. It's like an interactive museum, like going to the National Video Game Museum, and you get to check out all the cool stuff. They talk about the history of Atari and how it all started, and it was all about that Pong, man.
So that's the one that kicked it off. That's the game to blame for my kid being in his bedroom for 48 hours straight playing Call of Duty.
Well,
I guess.
You could say that, but at the same time, if it wasn't for Pong and Nolan, of course you would never have Chuck E. Cheese without Nolan either. So he started a lot of cool things, especially for the '80s.
Now, what did you have near you growing up? Did you have was it just Chuck E. Cheese? You grew up in San Antonio, no?
Yeah, and we didn't have Chuck E. Cheese wasn't around me until the '80s. I think Chuck E. Cheese came out in the '80s, We went to Shasta. No, not Shasta. That's a root beer. Shakey's Pizza was a pizza joint that had a Pac-Man game in there, and I think Pizza Hut also had Space Invaders. But for me, growing up, the way I got a hold of arcade games was this little arcade place called Golden Mine in Crulis Mall in San Antonio. But it all started with my my grandfather. With me and my little Pong game. At a place called Pong. And of course, we all played that. Going to the arcade, really dark home. And that's when we got the Atari. But yeah.
Yeah, we had. I don't think it was a Chuck E. Cheese per se, but it was a pizza joint that had all the arcade games. Once Chuck E. Cheese took over, everything became a ticket. Win a ticket, bring it up to the prize counter. But before that, it was actual arcade games, and then I think that's where I was introduced to the Star Wars vector graphics game, which I hope is on this list because that is my favorite game, and that's a little spoiler into who I believe is going to win the contest tonight.
I was always intrigued by the vector graphics.
Yes. So who's a prediction for you? Who are you rooting for? Who do you hope wins the
wins? I'm not sure, but I'll be really shocked if we don't see Dragon Slayer or Space Ace. That was cutting edge gameplay, interactive cartoons by Don Bluth, who did Secret of NIMH movies and Man Before Time and all that. So yeah, Dragon Slayer. He worked for Disney, so. And I heard you got a chance to meet the guy at the Retro Expos last time around, or at least
it's actually I think it's the April one coming up next year.
Oh, he's coming up?
Yes. Yeah, he's
okay,
at the next one at the next Retro Expo. So.
That'd be cool.
All right. Without further ado, what do you say we get this shindig on the road, huh?
I hear you, brother. Let's do it.
Are you ready? All right. So here we are. Here's the brackets. Let's see if I can make that a little bigger. How do you like it? You like it like that?
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Okay. So it looks like first up in the bracket battle, we have Zaxxon and Burger Time. Do you remember Zaxxon?
Oh, yeah. Tough game.
It was
fun,
tough.
but tough. So was Burger Time.
The Zaxxon, that was the one that had the space shuttle, right? The
space
shuttle was, and it was kind of offset at this weird angle, and you had to fly like sideways, and you would crash into things because it wasn't actually 3D, and you couldn't tell when you were going into the door and you crashed into the wall.
That's how they got your money.
That's it. And then, what about Burger Time? What do you remember about Burger Time?
Oh, man, that was one of my favorite games to play, but it was always hard. You only got that 3 pepper things to freeze them, and it took many years. And I did a video not too long ago on how to get the most out of your guys to make them group together. So, yeah, it took years for me to learn all that. But, yeah, great game.
So, if I had to choose, I'd probably, I think Burger Time being along the lines of Donkey Kong, right? I would say it's a Donkey Kong-ish. I'm going to go with Burger Time. What do you choose?
I agree with you on that one, sir.
All right, Burger Time. It is. They move on.
I already know the winner of this one, but go ahead.
You know the
Which one do
winner.
you like? Which one do you
I
like
like
out of the?
I like Centipede. I don't think I've ever played Wizard of War. I'm
I
not
have.
sure. You have, yeah? What is that?
Well, it's where it's kind of like a pongish thing where you have a little spinner and you're bouncing the ball to hit other people's little castle things. No, that's a different game I'm thinking about. Wizard of War. Hold on, that's no. This is the one where you shoot people. I think. Oh
Well, it
God,
looks
dog
like
it. I remember.
I don't know. It looks like Gandalf.
Oh no, it is a maze thing. Yeah, and you shoot people. Sorry, I was thinking about a different game.
So which one you choosing?
Oh, Centipede, hands down, man.
All
That
right.
was a cool game. I put a lot of money in that game.
Yeah, Centipede. It is. I like Centipede. Up next, we have, I guess, another Donkey Kong clone. Did Donkey Kong come first, or was Dig Dug
Donkey
first?
Kong, I think, was 82 or 3 or something like that. I can't remember. But Dig Dug was not really like Donkey Kong because you're digging up and having rocks fall on your opponents and blowing them up by pumping air into them, I guess, or wherever you're pumping into them. Another
And what
one
about
was a Wild Western.
Wild Western?
I don't remember that one.
I don't remember that one either.
I probably played it, just don't
It looks like a
remember.
football game.
I don't know.
Maybe it's a bunch of games mixed together.
No,
I'm gonna go
I think
Dig
it's
Dug.
yeah, Dig Dug. Yeah, I guess that's not really a fair fight, but yeah. Kill me, man.
Sega Turbo versus Dragon's Lair.
What do you got?
I'm gonna go with the cartoon Dragon's Lair.
I would
Although I
too, but
do,
even Turbo, I think was a racing game, right?
yeah, Turbo
I
is
know.
that
I know
was
I played.
I I think I learned to drive on between Turbo and pole position. I think that's where I learned to drive, and then I learned my
Yep.
road rage playing Spy Hunter.
Spy Hunter was cool. But yeah, I'm down with Dragon's Lair too. Not the two, but the as well.
Right. So here we have
There was
Donkey Kong and Frontline.
who picked these
Frontline
games,
looks like
man.
an army game.
I probably played it, but I don't remember Frontline. But yeah, Donkey Kong, man, that was really cool. I also did a video on that one too, on how to get a little extra bonuses out of that.
So I'm gonna go Donkey Kong.
Yep.
Concur. And then here we have our first, I believe, our first real matchup:
Yeah.
Frogger versus Qbert. What are your memories on Frogger?
I love Frogger, but I love Cooper too, man. I know I put a lot of money in both those games, and I love them both equally. It's tough. Which one would you pick out of the bunch?
I would probably have to go Frogger, only because Qbert again was one of those like Zaxxon that's three-dimensional but not really three-dimensional, and tough to to play with the angles.
Well, see, for me, because of how it was played, it's a four-way joystick, and some eight-way joysticks. When they reused cabinets, they didn't change up the joysticks. So that's probably why you had problems. because it's supposed to be a four-way joystick. But if it's done properly in a four-way joystick console, like it originally came out, I have to pick Hubert. I don't know how we're gonna work out one of each like that.
All right, we're gonna do rock paper scissors.
Really?
Rock paper scissors says shoot.
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4. Paper cuts rock. Frogger it is. Paper cut. Scissors cut paper. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't even know how to play rock, paper, scissors.
You gotta come up with a different game.
Okay, so
something. I don't know.
We'll flip a coin.
All right. You guys over there, don't you?
Gorf.
Oh yes.
You remember Gorf? I don't remember Gorf too much. I remember seeing it, but I don't. What do you have to do with Gorf?
Gorf also had a joystick that looked like a flight stick, and it played similar to like a Space Invaders because you're shooting up at your enemies, but it had like a dome, like a protection. I played it a while back too. It's a fun game. And then Marvel Madness, of course, was really cool because it had a trackball, and those trackball games I really got into. How about you? What do you remember of those?
I don't remember Gorf. I do remember playing a lot of Marble Madness.
It was a fun game, and by Atari. I love Atari.
It was tough, having to roll the ball and then turn the corner, stop, and then go in the other direction and down a hill. And
it was fun.
Which one you got?
I have to pick Marble Madness because I had a lot more fun playing it.
Okay. Karate Champ versus Tron.
It's like a no-brainer, but go ahead.
Like you say, yeah, it's a no-brainer. We're gonna go Tron, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you ever seen the movie and go out and play the game? Because that was in the, in the concession stand area. You played the game after the movie. I don't know if it came out before or after, but I remember watching Tron and seeing. What are you doing?
All right. Up next.
Has anyone chimed in yet?
Huh?
Has anyone chimed in? I can't see.
No, not yet.
Okay. It's okay. They can talk about it later if they want to.
Yes, and they will. Burger Time versus Centipede.
Man. What you got, man? I'll let you go first.
I'm going to go Centipede.
Yeah, I have to, too. I love me some Centipede.
I think this is another no-brainer. See, now we're getting into the area where I think the third round is going to be the toughest.
There can only be one.
Donkey Kong and Frogger.
Did you pull out the Dragon's Lair for the other one, right?
Yeah, it was Dragon's Lair.
Sorry, I didn't see.
So we have Donkey Kong and Frogger.
I would have to go with Donkey Kong on this one. As much as I like Frogger, Donkey Kong was really cool. Put a lot of money in it. And still play it to this day.
Marble Madness and Tron.
What you got, John?
See, this is where it gets tough because Tron is actually 4 games in one, right?
Yeah, but the only one I really like is the light cycles. The other ones are fun to play, but I always got a kick out of the light cycles.
Do you like light cycles more than Marble Madness?
I like Tron more than Marble Madness any day.
Yeah. Okay, good. So we're in agreement. I concur.
Yep.
Centipede and Dragon's Lair.
I thought we already did that.
No, that was Dragon's Lair against Dig Dug.
Oh, that's right. Man,
I think this is the semifinals.
we got the other side of the board to play with, huh?
Yeah, we still have the other side of the board.
I mean, I love them both. I beat Dragon's Lair not at the arcade till many, many years later, but Centipede I play a lot. I own both of them to this day. I have to personally go with Dragon's Lair just because of the beauty of it and that you could play it in actual cartoon. What do you think?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I go Dragon's Lair also. All right, now it's the monkey versus the computers. Donkey Kong and Tron.
Man, what do you think?
I would probably go Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one because Donkey Kong, such a classic, and I still, to this day, I still love it. And even though I love Tron to death, yeah, Donkey Kong.
All right. Which one you got?
Kill me. I would have to say Dragon Slayer. Sorry, I just love that game so much. And you?
All right. So we have Pac-Man versus Red Baron. Oh, I'm sorry, Super Pac-Man.
Did you ever play that one?
I have it. I have it on one of these back here, but I never play it.
It's a fun game, but I played Red Baron because of the vector style graphics. I was intrigued by it. Plus, it looked like a little airplane you could control.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would personally for this round pick Red Baron. That's just me though.
Yeah, I do Red Baron too because I don't like Super Pac-Man. I like the original, not the extra crispy.
I hear you.
So we have Kung Fu Master. Wow, I haven't seen that game in I don't know how long. I used to play Kung Fu Master a lot. But Joust is probably still one of my go-to games when I hit the arcade.
Joust, I remember always being next to Donkey Kong and Defender. It was around that group of games.
Yeah, well, Joust was Defender on birds.
Kinda, yeah. Yeah, I was out of two. Kung Fu Master, I know I played. Just don't remember offhand right now. But as far as fighting games go, the earlier ones, they were pretty tough to play.
Mm-hmm.
Joust, I had a lot more fun. Just because the birds, the eggs turn the birds and flying around, and you had the volcano stuff, or what was that, lava? I think it was. Yep.
Lava.
Joust on the beat.
Joust? Okay.
Yep.
Tempest
Oh, no.
and Robotron.
No. Two of my favorite games, man.
This is a tough round. This is a tough round because you hate to see one of these guys go because it's good enough to get further along in the competition, but one of them has to go now. Which one's going?
I love them both. It's like picking between your two children. You have to save one. But save both your kids, boys and girls. Don't try to leave one behind. But as far as don't want to deter anybody from bad parenting advice from a guy who doesn't have kids. Uh, I would say, I love Tempest. One a great vector game. Robotron had a 2 joystick action. A lot of fun to play. But as much as I love them both equally, I would have to pick Tempest. It was just more. I was more into it than I was in Robotron.
All right, I will give you Tempest. I like Robotron, but
it was fast paced, and took your money a lot.
Yeah,
at least Tempest you had a fighting chance to play into the game a bit.
I'm gonna go Tempest with you.
All right.
Okay, so I know which one I'm choosing, so you tell me your stories.
Well, Paperboy had a little bike handle thing, which was really cool to see in an arcade game. There's something always unique about these games that had the joysticks were always unique to the game. But Miss Pac-Man, when Pac-Man came out, I enjoyed it. I loved Miss Pac-Man. It was just really cool. So yeah, I'm gonna have to pick Miss Pac-Man.
See, now I'm going the other way. I'm going Paperboy. I loved Paperboy and
the handlebars for the controller.
Riding that bicycle and hitting people with your paper. And it could also be because I had a paper route. So
you were actually honing your skills, practicing for the next.
It was. I wrote it off on my taxes as training.
Oh shit. So how we solve this? You said you're gonna flip a 2-headed coin there.
Yeah, if I had a coin, I'd flip it.
Yeah, computer or anything, that'd be different.
Oh, I don't know which one you want. You want Ms. Pac-Man?
You want Paperboy? That's not fair to choose one or the other. We both had a tiebreaker. Can we put both of them together? Or they can only be one.
Ms. Paperboy.
Ms. Paperboy. There you go.
All right, so I deferred to Ms. Pac-Man.
I don't think that's fair, but all right.
So next up we have, looks like Tank Battalion versus Mousetrap.
Tank Battalion?
Tank Battalion.
I wish I could see a screenshot of it. I don't remember I probably played it. I played so many arcade games. I probably played it. Don't remember. Tank games. No, that's not the one I'm thinking about. I was thinking about that Vectrex one, or Vector one. Excuse me. Yeah, Mousetrap was a fun game. It's kind of like a take on Pac-Man, but with.
Yeah, I've never played. I don't think I've played either.
I played Mousetrap a lot.
Which one do you think? I mean, we know
you have to go eat the cheese and dots and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much, if you like Pac-Man, I was trying to ride those coattails.
Right. So we'll go Mousetrap.
I have memory right now.
Donkey Kong Jr. and Ladybug. What is Ladybug? Do you remember that one?
Ladybug, it's another. I believe it was another Pac-Man type thing, if I remember correctly. A lot of people were riding those coattails, but Donkey Kong Jr. was a different version of Donkey Kong. It took a whole different spin on it.
Right. They
That's
actually, instead of duplicating what they did in the first one and giving, the thing address, Donkey Kong Jr. was actually new and improved and completely different.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go Donkey Kong Jr. What do you think?
I agree. Oh no.
This one's tough because I don't think I've ever seen Empire Strikes Back in an arcade game. I don't I don't recall ever seeing the vector version of Empire Strikes Back.
It was another mod kit. If you had Star Wars in the arcade and you wanted to try the new board, it'll ship you the board with some of the artwork. Everything else was the same, so they would just flip around the control. The controller was the same, so they would give you the little marquee, and then some people went as far as changing the size. I don't think the sides changed. Thinking about it, because it looks like the sides are the same.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the
it was
Death
just a
Star and
marquee.
X-wing.
Yeah, it was the marquee and the PCB board that you got swapped out just so you could have it. If you want to invest in it, but yeah, I seen it in the movie theater one time. Because when I used to hang out at the arcades, they had their stuff, and then the movie theaters would interchange. Place I would go to was um, I can't remember the movie theater. It was on the south side of San Antonio, but they would have a nice selection of video games along the wall as you're waiting for your movie.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, pole position was fun to play, driving game, but it was Empire was similar to Star Wars as gameplay goes. I played more Star Wars than Empire, so I have to pick pole position just because it was not trying to get more money out of somebody, and it's a really fun play.
Yeah, I've never played Empire, and I've played the hell out of pole position, so I'm gonna go pole position also.
There you go.
And then we have Sinistar and what I call the king of the arcade, Galaga.
Yep. What's your story behind that, John?
I don't recall Sinistar. Is that the one that has the face that floats around the center?
Yeah, and it sounds very menacing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember that one, but Galaga, I remember playing Galaga, as a kid, and I actually have Galaga right back there running. So, and that's my wife's favorite game.
It's a fun game, and
If
I
we
think
see an
on
arcade
how to
game,
get where
if
you get
we're out and we see an arcade
wow.
game, if it's Galaga, we're stopping to play Galaga.
I remember not too long ago when I went to San Antonio, I was riding the Greyhound bus, and at the station they had a Galaga 20 anniversary where they had Miss Pac-Man and Galaga. And always have to drop in the quarter and play some Galaga because back in the days, now I grew up, only getting $1 allowance, so you had to be really good at games. You're going to be tossing in that quarter. I got really good at a quarter Galaga. I could play a while for that when I was a kid, and over time, like I said, I did that video of how to get past a certain level after I think it was the first level. Once you do a certain way, they'll quit shooting at you, and you get the ultimate high score. That was fun. Didn't learn that trick till years later, but that was fun.
Actually, like 2 years ago, I think you posted that.
Yeah, a couple of years ago. I forgot about it for a while until a friend of mine saying, "Hey, what did you used to do?" And I had to think about it. But yeah, it's a little trick. It's a trick that people learned, back in the days. And a couple of years ago, I think I did 2 or 3 years ago. I think I posted it.
So we're going Galaga.
Yep.
All right. Here's where it gets easy and tough. Joust and Red Baron. I mean, first off, there's a couple of games that are not on this list that I'm shocked are not on the list. And I don't know if is it is Star Wars not on there because it was? Did it come out in the 70s? It probably came out in the 80s, right?
No, it came out in the 80s. The Vector games, I believe, started showing up in the 82, 83-ish time, if I remember right. And that's when once again Atari at the best, you know. But you got some Vector games on there too. But I don't know what Star Wars is not doing on there, but Empire made it.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's it.
And then there's also no Defender.
Yeah. What's up with that? That's a hard but cool game. That or Stargate, that was its follow up. Stronger, faster. If you thought Defender kicked your butt.
Yeah, it was basically the same game, you know. They
now it's turboed up, man.
Yeah, but they just Ms. Pac-Man'd it, you know, put a dress on the spaceship and gave him red lipstick.
So, now, Ms. Pac-Man and Pac-Man are two different games. You got different boards and all. It's not like a clone.
Wow.
And you got different fruits. And you got a story.
That's true, right. Yeah. And then baby Pac-Mans, right, running around.
Baby Pac-Man was a pinball / arcade game, so that was unique as well.
Mm-hmm. So this one's going to be Joust, I guess, right?
As much as I was Red Baron, Joust is more of a classic, yep. Oh, shoot, man, really? I don't know what I'm going to say. Go ahead, John.
I'm going to say Tempest.
I'm going to say Miss Pac-Man.
Do you do this just so I have to get a coin?
No, let me explain myself. Tempest was an awesome game, but Miss Pac-Man, once again, like I was telling you, it drew me in because of different. It had different levels. It had the speed level. Little true story here. I'm not going to take too much time saying this, but there is a Miss Pac-Man on high speed level that you could get for your arcade 1-up. I'm sure that yours have that too. Sammy Davis Jr. loved Miss Pac-Man so much that he asked an arcade guy if he could soup up his Miss Pac-Man that was in his hotel room. It was standard while he was in Vegas. True story.
And what did he do? He made it faster?
Yeah, because there was a faster version of Miss Pac-Man. There was two different styles. There's a regular Miss Pac-Man, then a super fast Miss Pac-Man. And on my channel, I did a video showing Miss Pac-Man. I did the super. I think it was the 40th anniversary when I unpacked. I showed you that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So how we break this tiebreaker down?
All right. This is what I'm gonna do.
And put in the comments below, guys, if you're wrong. Like Miss Pac-Man should win. I mean, that's also our Tempest. Because I love them both. They're both my children. Kind of, sort of.
All right. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick a number. Between 1 and 50.
Wow.
And you choose the number, and if you're closer than 10, so if you're within 9 numbers, it'll be Ms. Pac-Man. If you are outside of 10 numbers, it's Tempest.
And this is the number you're thinking, huh?
I have it on my phone here.
All right.
Well, I'm just gonna hold it like this, and then I'm gonna turn it around once you give me your choice.
Okay. Hold on. I can see the number. Number is 17. I can't see that. 47. I got the 1 and the 7 right. Forgot the little 4 part.
You got the 7. So I would
That's
like to
30 on.
say I would like to say goodbye to Ms. Pac-Man. It was nice knowing you. Get out of here. She gone. Okay, next. Donkey Kong Jr. or Mousetrap?
I don't know what I got. What you got?
Donkey Kong Jr.
Right on.
All right, thumbs up for the Kong. I know this one. This one's an easy one.
How'd that work out? Oh, that's right. This Pac-Man's no longer.
What do you got?
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna have to say Tempest because it's a lot of fun to play. Oh, damn. What do you think, John?
I'm going to defer to Galaga.
I agree. And not only because I love it so much, and not only because I used to have an actual Galaga machine in my house at one point in time. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, Galaga. What about you?
That's it, Galaga. And here it is. The two that I had a feeling would be at the top, battling it out for best video game of the 80s. It's Dragon's Lair versus Galaga.
Man, different reasons for both to be there. I'm going to have to say Galaga because, yeah, as much as I love Dragon's Lair. What about you?
I think I'm gonna have to agree. I think our champion is going to be Galaga.
Yep. And if you ever get a chance, if you like Galaga, play Galapis.
What is it? Galapis?
Galapis. If you like Galaga, Galapis is a whole different spin on it, and it's real fun to play. I think you own that too.
I think isn't it Gapolis?
I've been calling it Galapis. I don't know. Maybe I'm mispronouncing it.
It's actually, I think it's actually on the screen right now. You just can't see it.
Some people call Galaga Galagaga. I've heard that from a friend.
There you have it, folks. Galaga takes it quite handily.
Yep. Fun game. I have my miniature one here somewhere. It's in my closet. I keep it packed away to keep it from getting dusty and all that.
Mm-hmm. That's the New Wave.
It's the
Watercade.
Numbskull. It's 1/4 scale.
Yeah,
so if you stack them on top of each other, it's the size of an original arcade.
So it's actually what, like 2 feet tall?
It's 1/4 scale.
But
so if you stack 4 of them, they'll be the same size as the original arcade. And that's what got me into it, was because it's made out of wood, and the actual game ROM, and it was 100%. You know, Numbskull is doing very good with their games. I got Miss Pac-Man Numbskull too. I had a Asteroids and I had my Dragon's Lair from Numbskull, not Numbskull. Wave Toys we were talking about. And it was really cool because New Wave Toys had a back end of Dragon's Lair you could plug right into your TV, so you could play it not only on the machine, but you could also play it using the same joystick on the game itself. on the TV.
Could you plug in a joystick to it?
Not a joystick. You would use the joystick that came with it.
But that's built into the little tiny arcade, right?
Yeah,
So you
but play fine.
have to play
It's
it like this.
not. Well, I was. Yeah, it's. I mean, you could play it. It didn't bother me none.
No?
And I have a video out there of me beating it, getting to the end
Okay. All right. So
on the.
we'll put a link to all of Jeff's
Don't have to do that.
arcade games. We'll put the Dragon's Lair in the show description. We will put the Secret of Galaga in the
That's a fun one.
description down below. So
Actually,
there
you
you
should do
have
the
it.
unboxing of the Dragon's Lair. That way you can see what it looks like if you get one.
Yeah, yeah. Well, thanks for doing this, Jeff. I really appreciate it. Had a feeling that Galaga would take it for some reason.
Yep.
Next week, I think we might. I don't know if you're available next Wednesday. Maybe we'll do something else.
Yeah.
We'll figure something out. Maybe we'll do. I don't know. What do you? 80s TV or 80s movies or 80s music, whichever. Shoot me an idea.
Music too hard because it's about personal taste. I would say cartoons or movies or whatever.
Okay. All right. Yeah,
Comedy.
we'll discuss it. If you have anything that you want to see us set up and battle, and give our opinions on, let us know in the comments. Like maybe we'll do Nintendo games.
There you go.
And let us know in the comment section. If you watch this far, I appreciate it. Jeff and I really appreciate every minute, second you give to us online. We know your time is important and you have things to do, and sometimes life is difficult. Just know that we're here, like to give you a giggle. And if you ever need to talk about anything, just you see us on, just send us a message, and we look forward to hearing from you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that bell notification, so you know when we are on. And Jeff, do you have anything coming up this week on the channel, your channel, the Collector Zone for the holidays, before the holidays start?
I'm not sure if I have time before the holidays. I know I got some stuff in. Finally got my Burning Force, which was an arcade game back in '83 or no '89. Sorry, I lied to you. It was on the Sega Genesis as the only port, and it's real close to the arcade, which is one of the reasons why I like the Sega stuff. But lately, I've been in that Sega. Wound up. Oh yeah, actually, this came in, so I might. I did one for a Mini 2. This is the Mini 1. And, of course, I finally got Martin. Been into the Sega thing lately because of the fact that a lot of these Sega games are dropping in prices on eBay. I guess people are needing money. I've been following them. They've been giving these little offers here and there. And I've been working on a couple of them, especially this bad boy here, for a month or so. Finally people crack. Never take the first offer. Always hold out. It may go away, but there's plenty more out there, guys.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm done with eBay because I can't tell you how many things I put up and they sell, and then I get an email or a message that says, "Oh, please contact. I'm having troubles. Please contact me through my email address so I can send payment." And I'm just like, cancel.
I always take payment through eBay. They do credit cards. They do, and they cover the payments and sales and stuff and everything that I collect personally. That when I make room, I had, like right now, I have some our second Genesis games that now that I played with them for a while and enjoyed them. I'm making room for more, collectibles. So sometimes you have to let go of others to enjoy getting the new stuff. But yeah,
Well,
strong eBay stuff.
that's all I have, Jeff. So thanks. If I don't see you before Saturday, wow, is it Saturday already? Saturday's Christmas Eve, right?
Yeah, Christmas Day
I
Sunday.
definitely won't. I definitely won't see you before Christmas. So you have yourself a Merry Christmas. We will. We will talk again next week. Maybe we'll do, like I said, Nintendo games, or
That'd be an interesting
we'll
thing to
figure it
do.
out. We'll
Yeah.
figure it out. Do something. Maybe just come on and compare Christmas gifts. No. If if uh, if that's something we can broadcast on YouTube. So thanks again, everybody, for watching. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification, and we will talk to you very, very soon. And we'll
Well,
see
guys,
you.
not only we see you next week, but hold on. Game on, my fellow gamers. Laters.